to my channel. Okay, today our topic is rational number. So in our previous classes we learned the number systems. Now what is the number system? Now we know that first of all is natural number. What is natural number? The natural number is a number which we are counting. All counting numbers are natural number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The n is the symbol for natural number, that is counting number. Next the number is whole number. 0 along with all counting numbers are whole number. Okay. Then next we learn integer. Integer, all positive number, negative number along with 0. All positive number, negative number along with 0 are called integer. Okay. Then now we are going to discuss rational number. The rational number is a number can be expressed in the form of p by q, and q is not equal to 0. Okay. It is denoted by q. Okay. Q is written as p by q form, and q is not equal to 0. P by q form is fraction form. Okay. All rational number can be written as fraction form, and denominator q is denominator not equal to 0. Okay. So we can say that all natural number can be written as p by q form. This is 1 by 1, that is equals to 1, 2 by 1. So all natural number can be written as the form of p by q. So all natural number are rational number, then whole number. Whole number also we can be written as p by q form. Understood? Okay. So all whole number also called rational number, or positive number or negative number. So positive number, negative number, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. See, denominator is nothing is there is except that this is 1. Okay. Minus 1 by 1 also 1, minus 2 by 1, minus 2, minus 3 by 1, minus 3. So all negative number, positive number along with 0, all are can be written in the form of p by q. Understood? Now rational number q. So q belongs to all natural number, whole number and integer. Okay. Suppose we play on circle natural number, all natural number included whole number, all whole number included in integer, and all integers means all is natural number, whole number, integer, all are belongs to, that is rational number. Okay. So you can say that whole number, natural number and integer all are included in rational number. Now our next topic is properties. Okay. We know that four basic mathematical operations. What are the four basic operations of mathematics? The addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Four operations, basic operation. So while using the properties, it is applicable or not, we take these four: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. You already learned about the properties. How many properties? You know that closure property, commutative property, associative property, multiplicative inverse, additive inverse. Then additive identity, multiplicative identity. These are the some properties of mathematics. So now we will discuss the properties of rational number. properties of rational number. We take these 4 operations to check the properties. Okay, first one is closure property. Closure property. What is closure property? You know that in normal we are taking that if A is a number, B is a number, then A plus B also a means A is integer in integer. A is integer, B is integer, then also this sum also a integer. This is the closure property. So here for rational number, if A by B one rational number and C by D another rational number, means their sum is also a rational number. Rational number. Okay, the closure property of rational number saying that if A by B is one rational number and C by D another rational number, then their sum also a rational number. Let us check. Suppose 1 by 2 plus 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5. Okay, 1 by 5 is a rational number, 2 by 5 is a rational number. So 1 plus 2, 3, 3 by 5 is also a rational number. So addition is under closure property. Then addition of rational number is under closure property. Then next for this is first addition, no? Addition. Then we will check for subtraction. Subtraction. Suppose A by B is a rational number, C by D is a rational number, the difference is also a rational number. Let us check. Rational number. Suppose A by B is 3 by 6 and C by D is 1 by 6. 3 minus 1, 2 by 6. That is equal to 1 by 3. Yes. 3 by 6 is a rational number, 1 by 6 is a rational number, the difference also a rational number. So, subtraction is under subtraction of rational number is under closure property. The next is multiplication. For multiplication, if A by B is a rational number, C by D is also a rational number, any rational number, you are not bound to take only one number, any rational number, then product also a rational number. So, A by B multiplied by C by D, a rational number. Check it is satisfied or not. A by B, 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 4. Okay, 1 by 2 is one rational number, 3 by 4 another rational number. So the product, in product you multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. 3 1 is 3, 2 4 is 8. Yes, 3 by 8 is a rational number. Then for division, check A by B divide C by D. 1 by 2 divided by 3 by 4. So 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 by 3. 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 2 by 3. Yes. For division also means all 4: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. All 4 operations are is under closure property. Next our topic is next property, commutative property. You know that commutative property in general, if A is a number, B is a number, A plus B is equal to B plus A. Okay, if this is satisfied, we say that this operation is under this property, commutative property. The next is commutative property. Commutative property. So basic operation, property. First one is addition. For addition, we check it. Addition is commutative or not. Suppose A by B is a rational number C by D another rational number, then A by B plus C by D, if you change the order, these two rational number will get same answer or not. Okay, let us check. Suppose 1 by 2 another one rational number, 3 by 2 another rational number. So you have changed 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2. Therefore 4 by 2 is equal to 4 by 2. Okay, then suppose you will cancel it, it's 2 by 1, there also 2 by 1. Yes, same answer. Means addition is under commutative property. The next one is subtraction. For subtraction it is applicable or not for commutative property. Let us check. For subtraction, we will take same question. A by B rational number, C by D another rational number, and we will change the order. C by D first will write, then A by B. Same question I am taking that 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Okay. So here see 1 minus 3 minus 2 by 2. Then here 3 minus 1 2 by 2. Here answer is minus 1 by 1. Here answer is 1 by 1. Okay. Both are not equal. This is negative. This is positive. So subtraction is not on the commutative property. Okay. Then next is for multiplication. Check. Multiplication is under commutative or not. Suppose A is a rational, A by B is a rational number, C by D another rational number. Okay, C by D multiplied by A by B. It is equal or not? 1 by 2. Suppose 1 by 2 one rational number, 3 by 4 another rational number. So change the order. 3 by 4 multiplied by 1 by 2. Okay. So 3 by 8. Here also 3 by 8. Yes, equal. Means multiplication is under commutative property. Subtraction is not under the commutative property. Addition is under the commutative property. Fourth one is for division. For division it is commutative or not? Check it. Suppose 1 by 2 one rational number, 4 by 3 another rational number. Change the order. First write 4 by 3, divide 1 by 2. Okay, check it. 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 4, 4 by 3 multiplied by 2 by 1. So your answer is 3 by 8. Your answer is 8 by 3. Reverse. See, both are not equal. Okay. So division is also not under the commutative property. So we conclude that for addition and multiplication are under the commutative, but subtraction and division is not under the commutative property. Now our topic is next property. So next property is associative property. Okay. We'll check for addition. If A by B is a rational number, C by D another rational number, E by F another rational number, if we make a different group, we get same answer in any case. We call it is under the associative property. Okay. Suppose A by B plus C by D plus E by F, and C by D and E by F will make one group, and the another one is A by B. Okay, then make another group A by B plus C by D plus E by F is equal to A by B plus E by F plus C by D. Okay, so your task is you check. Okay, you check yourself, and I will only tell it is under associative or not. Okay, addition and multiplication is under the associative property, but subtraction and division is not under the associative property. It is your task, you will be check. Okay. So which operation are under associative property? Now addition and multiplication of rational numbers are under associative property, and subtraction and division of rational numbers are not under the associative property. Now our topic is additive inverse. In general, we saying that additive inverse means negative number. Additive inverse of negative number is a positive number, and positive number is a negative number. It is known as additive inverse. Okay. So what is a additive inverse? Now next is additive inverse of rational number. Inverse of rational number. This same as the other number system. Okay, suppose 1/2 is a rational number. Its additive inverse is -1/2. 3/-3/4. Additive inverse 3/4 plus 3/4. Understood? And its identity is if a rational number is added with its additive inverse, will get 0. In any case, if a rational number is added by its inverse, additive inverse, will get 0. So 0 is the additive inverse of a number. 0 is the additive inverse of a number. Inverse of a number. Clear? Inverse no, identity. Additive identity of a number. The next is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of a rational number. Multiplicative inverse of a rational number. What is multiplicative and inverse? In general, we are telling that, saying that if a number is a and its multiplicative inverse is 1/a, reciprocal of the number. Okay. So in case of rational number, suppose a/b is a rational number, its multiplicative inverse is b/a, reciprocal of a given number. Its multiplicative inverse, its identity is if a number multiplied by its multiplicative inverse will get 1. Okay. In case of rational number, suppose a/b is a number and its multiplicative inverse is b/a, answer is 1. Okay. For example, 1/2 multiplied by 2/1 is equal to 1. So 1 is called multiplicative identity of a number. Multiplicative identity of a number. Okay, clear? Then now distributive property. What is distributive property? You know the distributive property multiplication over addition and over subtraction. The distributive property is distributive property. Distributive property is if general I am saying that if A is a number, B is a number and C is a number, okay, we'll write A multiply B plus C in bracket. So you can write it A multiplied B plus A multiplied by C. It is known as distributive property over addition. And distributive property of over subtraction means only you change the symbol, instead of plus you put the minus symbol. Okay, other are same. So this is a distributive property. Now we'll discuss distributive property over rational number. So suppose 1 by 2 is a rational number, 3 by 4 is another rational number, and 4 by 2 is another rational number. We can write it 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 by 2 means, okay, this number is multiplied by the numbers which are in bracket. Okay, suppose one question is given you 6 by 7 multiplied by 3 by 4 minus 6 by 7 multiplied by 8 by 7. So here we should apply distributive property because one number is common. A number is common and it is connected with plus or minus sign. We can common of a number. Take common. 6 by 7 is a repeated number. So we take the common of the repeated number only, not the single number. 6 by 7 we will take common means which are remaining. Now 3 by 4 is remaining, 8 by 7 remaining, and minus symbol. So let us write 3 by 4 minus 8 by 7. So here we will apply the distributive property to make our solution or make our problem easy. Clear? Then now we are going to discuss our next topic, rational number on number line. Rational number on the number line. How will we represent the number on a number line? In previous classes, integers are you represent on a number line. Yes or no? Rational number on a number line. So for that you recall it, what is number line? The number line is a line 0 is meeting and the right side of 0 is represent all positive number and the left side of 0 represent as negative number. Okay, it is a number line. You already represent the integers on a number line. Now we will represent the rational number on a number line. Suppose the question is 2 by 5 minus 2 by 5 will represent on a number line. Minus 2 by 2 means you know that all negative numbers are less than 1. Yes or no? All negative numbers are less than 1. So 2 by 5 is in between 0 and minus 1. How you know that it is less than or greater than or minus 1? You divide it. 2 divided by 5. 5 put common, 5 4 20 means 0.4. So minus 0.4 because it is a negative. Minus 0 by 4 means it is greater than minus 0 by 4. Minus 0 by 0.4. It is greater than minus 1. Okay, and less than 0 because all negative numbers are less than 0. So I will represent it. See, suppose you are 0 and you are 1. Okay, and this side is all negative numbers. So I will put here minus 1. Okay. Your denominator is 5. So 0 and minus 1. This number is between 0 and minus 1. So you divide this part into 5 equal part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Understood? And this is minus 1 by 5. This is minus 2 by 5. This is minus 3 by 5. Minus 4 by 5. and this is minus 5 by 5, that is equal to minus 1. Okay, so we have to represent the rational number minus 2 by 5. Where is 2 by 5? Minus 2 by 5? Minus 2 by 5. So what will you do to represent the rational number on a number line? First, we will identify this number is in between which rational number to which number. Okay, then we will be divide this part into 5 equal part, but any parts which is centered to the denominator. Okay, then we will be represent like this. Let us see another one. To discuss another, suppose 7 by 4. Okay, see 7 by 4. Next question number 1, question number 2. Suppose 7 by 4, we have to show on a number line. 7 by 4. Here see, numerator is greater than denominator. So it is an improper fraction and it is converted into mixed fraction. Convert 1 whole 3 by 4. Okay, means you know that it is greater than 1 and less than 2. Okay, 1 whole 3 by 4 means whole power number is 1, 3 by 4 is a fraction. So 3 by 4 less than 1. So total 1 whole 3 by 4 means it is obviously less than 2. Okay, so surely it is, this number is between 0 and 2. Okay, so write here 0, then 1, then 2, and 1 is completed, and you show that 3 by 4 part. 3 by 4 means this is 1 is complete number. Okay, this is complete number. 3 by 4, you find out where is 3 by 4. See, this part is 1 and this part is 1. Okay, total is 2 now. So 3 by 4 means denominator is 4. Okay, so this part is convert into divide into 4 equal part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 1 by 2, 2 by 2, sorry, 2 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4. Okay, this is 1 and this part is 3 by 4. So 1 whole 3 by 4. Which part is 1 whole 3 by 4? This part. Like this, all the numbers you represent on a number line. Clear? Now another question number 3. Find it by using the suitable property. Question number 3. Find it by using the property. Suppose the question is minus 2 by 3 into 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. Okay, this is the question. Here see which property should be used here. This is known as 2 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 5 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 into 1 by 6. So 1, 2, 3 numbers. So first one is associative property. Associative property. Okay. Should use the associative property. You can write. You know the associative property? A plus B plus C we can be write as A plus B plus C. Yes or no? You should apply associative property. Those property are using, you slightly you write that property name, associative property. Okay. So minus 2 by 3 multiplied by 3 by 5, and this number will be right next 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 6 plus 5 by 2. Okay, now next property is distributive property, because one rational number is repeated. Yes or no? So next use distributive property. Minus in distributive property, if you take common 3 by 5, what is the remaining number? Again another point you see, notify that this is negative number and this is here also negative. So better you take minus 3 by 5 as common. You will take minus 3 by 5 as common. These numbers are remaining 2 by 3, because you will take minus, okay, minus 3 by 5. So remaining is 2 by 3. And next here also you take the negative, means minus 3 by 5. So it is the remaining 1 by 6 plus 1 by 6, because you take common. Minus is common, means this is also plus, this is also plus, and here you take the common minus. Then remaining is 5 by 2. Then now you solve the bracket. 3, 6, LCM is 6, and this is 4 plus 1 plus 5 by 2 minus 3 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 6 plus 5 by 2. 5 cancel, and 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja. So minus 1 by 2 plus 5 by 2. Okay. So minus 1 plus 5 by 2, that is equal to 4 by 2. Again you cancel it, that is equal to 2 or 2 by 1. So which property use here? Distributive property. So by heart this, keep in mind all the properties. Okay. By using this application, you should solve the problem easily. Understood? Clear? Thank you. This is your chapter 1, and exercise, tomorrow we will discuss exercise question answer. Okay? Thank you everyone for watching my videos.